Hey, I'm Noelle.
And I'm Marissa, but Noelle calls me Pete.
I do.
And welcome back to Take It Home.
Woo!
Happy spring, y'all.
Thank God. Happy spring. Spring has sprung.
It may not fully feel like spring outside yet. I mean, it does. It definitely doesn't feel like the depths of winter anymore, but
definitely not to the depths of winter.
Ooh,
I took a
rough
walk
winter
this morning. I walked actually back from yoga this morning. It was like 30 degrees. Maybe like 37 degrees. And I thought that it was like in the 50s.
The sun is out too.
I think the sun being out helps. And also we've experienced such extreme cold that anything that's like a normal,
literally anything above 30 feels fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a moment there where
it was way too cold. Oh my gosh.
Like, I actually cried when I got to work one day, and I'm not even kidding. Like, I was just so frustrated because, like, I have to walk kind of 10 minutes from the train to get to my place of work. And so, you know, in the brutal, oh my God, hello? Brutal cold, and it's like wind just like pelting your face. I was so miserable and over it at one point. I got to work and I cried and I was like, I'm so sick of this.
Dude, also the like 10 to 12 minute walks to the subway are so annoying. Like we live I think 12-minute walk away from the L train. Maybe it takes a shorter amount of time though, more like 10.
I feel like it's longer. I feel
maybe it's like 15.
I feel like it's like a 15-minute walk every time I walk to the L.
But
I'm like,
it's like, it feels inconvenient. Sometimes I'm like, if I want to take the L, should I Uber to the L? I've never done it. Except for maybe there was one day when it was pouring down rain.
I think I've Ubered actually from the L train when it was raining once.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I'm just being lazy, I like want to, but then I'm like, I actually can't. That defeats the purpose of going to the train.
Yeah.
So I don't do it. But it's like an annoying length.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's starting to feel better. It's like 40s, 50s, sometimes creeping up into the 60s every day. And it's sunny. And I think as long as the sun is out,
then I'm out.
Even if it's like 30-something degrees, like the sun just brings me joy.
You know what I freaking need to do this spring that I've been wanting to do for years since living in New York? I want to go see the Japanese cherry blossoms at the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens.
Oh, yeah.
Or in Prospect Park, because I've seen them in Central Park, but I need to go see some Brooklyn cherry blossoms.
I've never been to the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens.
Should we probably go?
Yeah.
Because it's probably beautiful.
I mean, seeing the cherry blossoms is one of my favorite things to do every year.
I'm your cherry blossom, baby.
Don't let me blow away. Case of Musgraves. Yeah, we need to go to the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens and play that song. And
Wait, yeah, we do.
But I remember, like, I see them in Central Park every year because one of my jobs, I work up near there, so hard to miss them. But there are certain areas in Central Park where they're like, I don't know, more.
Like you feel like you're in a forest of cherry blossoms.
Yeah, and I remember, I think one year before I even moved here, I went with you to see them. Do you remember that?
Yes, that was a good day.
And we walked through them.
That was a beautiful day. I
Those
do remember
years,
that.
by the way, are slowly drifting from my memory.
That was like a depressing thing to say,
like,
but also
right?
I agree.
Because it's like actually a long time ago now.
I'm like, who am I?
And I was in a yoga class yesterday and my instructor was just like talking like as we were flowing. You know how sometimes they'll like say things maybe to distract you or inspire you during your flow, but she was like, think about 6 years ago. And she was like, no one wants to think about 6 years ago. I know. And I was like, what was 6 years ago? And I was like, oh, 2020. And I was like, that
COVID.
Was 6 years ago? What do you mean?
Yeah.
And that was kind of around the time that I came, you know, after the mandates were lifted and stuff and you could travel.
Yeah.
When I came to New York to see the cherry blossoms, and I was just thinking, whoa, like that time of my life is just...
It feels very far away.
Very far away. But
I feel like
somehow,
I was a mere youngin'.
Yeah, and somehow it went by so fast, though, because I cannot believe that was 6 years ago.
I feel so different.
6 years have gone by. That's crazy. But she was like, think about 6 years ago. Think about how like that moment didn't last forever. Like slowly things got better and nothing lasts forever. Like, you know, relating it back to our yoga flow as we're all sweating and dying.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah, but crazy.
My yoga teacher last week said something, not like the same thing, but just something along the lines of like, we were holding a hard pose and she was like, this is only like 30 seconds out of your whole day or like maybe even week. And I at that point, I almost just like stopped and sat and drank water. And then she said that and I was like, true. And it actually helped. I was like, this is a temporary feeling.
Yeah.
And
that's why I mean, you can apply that kind of mindset to anything in life, any workout, but I do love the mentality of yoga. That's what, I don't know, makes it so approachable for me, is just the mentality behind it, the philosophy behind it. Yeah, it can be hard, like when you're just standing in a pose for however long, but like if you can endure, if you are in that pose and it's hard, knowing that it won't last forever, like it's mindfulness.
Yeah.
You can carry that into your day-to-day life, like when you're dealing with hard things in any aspect of your life, like it never lasts forever. And this is a really good like first spring episode conversation, because
it is
something that relates to is the winter. The winter does not last forever unless you're in somewhere
where it does.
But, you know, here it doesn't. And we're finally kind of coming out through the other side of winter, which was extremely hard this year for me.
It was. We're going to be talking a bit about that today.
We are.
And spring cleaning.
Yeah. But first, sip.
Sippy of
I'm
the
very
weeky.
intrigued.
Sippy of the weeky.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's like, that's insane. Sippy of the weeky. Sippy of the weeky.
Oh no.
Now are we going to do that every single week?
Something was born. You guys, I found the first smile of the week, smile of the week, smile of the week, smile of the week, which is our jingle that came out of nowhere from, or for our other segment that we've been doing every week. But like last week, I was like, I need to find where the origin of that was, and I found it. It's actually literally on our Instagram, TikTok. Like it's a clip, and of course it was just you saying it, and then we just did it. So
and now here we are doing it every week, and now that scary sound.
Sippy of the weeky, sippy of the weeky. I'm really scared of that.
Like a tenor line too.
It's so low.
More like baritone.
Anyway, our sippy of the weeky
is
Jamaican carrot juice.
This is so random.
Very random, but hey, listen, it was perfect because this randomly popped up on my Instagram, like a recipe for this. And I thought it sounded really good and I saved it. And I was like, that could be a good sip. And then now that our episode is spring themed, I was like, wait, let me go back to that carrot drink I saved, and it's a Jamaican classic drink. Apparently it's carrot juice, but then it's mixed with coconut milk, condensed milk, cinnamon, nutmeg, ground ginger, and a little salt, I think that, and vanilla extract. And we just kind of put everything in a mason jar with ice and shook it up.
I'm excited to try it.
I thought it'd be good because 1, it's spring and carrots, and 2, it's a good spring transitional drink because it still has like a winteriness to it with the cinnamon and the nutmeg, and you know what I mean?
The best of both worlds.
Yeah.
We're exiting winter and going into spring.
And I'm intrigued. Apparently, you can also like put beer in this, and that's something that's popular to do.
We didn't do that.
But we didn't do that. Okay.
It's like a Wednesday at 1 p.m.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's actually Tuesday.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Wait.
Interesting.
I'm like confused.
I like it.
Okay. I like it too, but my first sip scared me. Because I don't think I've ever tasted anything like this in my life.
I agree. So I don't know if I've ever had carrot juice.
Same.
But that carrot flavor is really coming through. And I like it. And carrots are good for you.
They are.
I like it. I do. But yeah, it takes a moment because I don't think I've tasted anything like this before either. And I think I was expecting it to be, I don't know, I wasn't expecting to taste the carrot so forwardly.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a carrot cake.
It is kind of like a
drink, you know?
It is. Wow, that's very true.
This would be really good if you did like a cold foam on top.
Yeah.
Like some sort of like sweet cold foam. It would be like a carrot cake.
Or like a carrot cake latte.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Carrot cake matcha.
If you put espresso in this, That would be good.
Imagine like turning this whole thing into a foam and then pouring it on top of an espresso.
The more I sip it, the more I like it.
I agree.
It had to grow on me for a second.
It scared me. I'm not as scared anymore. I'm still sipping it. It's really good.
It is
just
good.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
And with the spices too.
It is
It's just
yummy.
like, whoa.
It is like, whoa. And it's healthy, I guess, sort of, kind of. I mean, I don't know how healthy condensed milk is and everything, but
True, but carrots
juice.
are healthy.
And now we have like a gallon of carrot juice
Yeah.
to drink for the rest of the week. So
Yeah.
I don't want to waste it. So
Gonna be drinking some rot juice.
raw juice. That does not sound appetizing.
No, it doesn't.
Rot juice.
You guys, yesterday I was making some chili and I opened up my ground beef that said it was expired on March 27th. Today is March 24th when we're filming this. And I opened it up and it smelled like rotten eggs or something. Just like immediately. It smelled like really scary. And for a second I was like, there was a part of me that was like, maybe I can still cook it.
Thank
and, like,
God you
it'll
didn't.
kill the bacteria. I don't know. But then I was like, this is not worth the risk. I'm going to be up all night throwing up and shitting my brains out
Chili
if I eat this.
saga part 2.
I
of
know.
you making chili and like having an explosion every time.
But I was so upset because I bought 2 packs of the ground beef too, and they both were bad. It was from Trader Joe's. I got them like a few days. Like, I don't know. I'm like, did I wait too long? But also it said,
No, not if it wasn't expired.
I know. I don't know
So
what
it-
happened
The
to
beef,
it.
the meat must have just been bad.
I guess.
general.
Ew.
But that's like actually terrifying.
Yeah.
And it's good
like,
that you noticed.
as soon as I like cut the thing open, like I could just smell it. I was like,
That's not normal.
no, jewelry not normal.
Should we explain jewelry
No,
normal
no,
to our
I guess.
to our listeners?
Okay, yes.
Kind of an inside joke.
Kind of an inside joke.
We'll let you guys in on it.
But if you're a listener, you get to be a part of it. I love inside jokes. I would like to be a part of one sometime. A quote by Michael Scott. So this is an inside joke kind of with our friend Claire. Because if you see like TikToks of girlies doing outfit of the day, there was like a trend of all these like Alabama sorority girls. Okay, there's music outside the window. Listen.
Always music.
Wow, the sounds of New York. And girlies would be like, top, Zara, jeans, H&M. What? I don't know. But they would always say jewelry, normal.
Like, what does that mean?
It's like
Jewelry normal?
like,
Top Zara, jeans, H&M,
jewelry, normal.
shoes, Madewell, jewelry normal. And it's like, what do you mean?
What do you mean normal? Like, and I guess what they actually mean is just like, your everyday jewelry that also was from somewhere, but
Right.
maybe it was like stuff given, maybe it's jewelry you've had for a long, like, I don't know, but we always say that. So now normally when we say normal, we'll say like
Jewelry normal.
jewelry normal.
Or jewelry not normal.
Jewelry not normal.
Oh, so
It's
silly.
So silly.
It's funny.
So yeah, that's jewelry normal. Now if we start saying jewelry normal on the podcast,
You guys
people will
get
know.
it. Yeah. That's why we have to let you in on it.
On our little secret.
Anyway.
Smile of the week, smile of the week. Smile of the week, smile of the week. Yay! Keep with your smile.
Oh my God. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest with you, but
I can go first if you want.
I feel like I have lots. It's just a matter of choosing what I want to talk about. But if you know, why don't you go first?
My smile is a couple weeks ago on the podcast, I mentioned that Rodney, my boyfriend, was redoing redoing my birthday celebration. So my birthday was back in December, but we like went out for my birthday again 2 nights ago. So like 3 months later, and he took me to an incredible Italian restaurant called Quality Italian that was near the Lincoln Center where we saw the Met Opera afterwards. And honestly, it was just such a fun night. The vibes were amazing. He wore a suit like a cutie and a bow tie. So wholesome. And I wore a dress and heels. People were like wearing tuxes at the Met and shit.
I love that. Remember when we said bring back dressing up?
Yes,
like the
bring
theater.
back dressing up. There were like a few people there wearing jeans, and it was so funny. I'm like, everyone should be dressed to the nines. No wearing jeans to the opera. But it was just like the perfect little date night. We got an incredible dinner.
What did you eat at dinner?
Okay. We split octopus as an appetizer. Jared got the gnocchi. I got this like rigatoni with meat sauce. Of course, we shared each other's. I also got a glass of wine. And then for dessert, we got the tiramisu. We each got a latte with dessert too. And then they brought out a birthday cake for me. And so, of course, the people sitting next to us were like, oh my gosh, happy birthday. And I was just like, thank you. Even though my birthday was like months ago. So yeah, and they got us bread and olive oil, and it was so good. And yeah, so that's what we ate. And then we went over to the Met Opera and had a cute little just fancy date. And it was really sweet. The Met was beautiful. Like, one, the building is stunning. I mean, it's at the Lincoln Center, so fancy, nice, amazing art. And like the set was stunning. The singing was absolutely unreal. The girl who played Violetta. Yeah, that's what they sing in La Traviata. The girl who played Violetta was literally insane. I'm like, she was singing such high notes with ease. Like, I don't know. Opera's crazy, especially the Met. I mean, that's like the best of the best. So I was like, everybody was just incredible. There was some dancing. It was like beautiful. And message to Timothy Chalamet, opera and ballet people are still going to see them, me included, buddy. And it was beautiful, and those people have trained and worked their fucking asses off to be there. And the theater was ginormous, and it was like filled, sold out. So
what did exactly Timothy Chalamet say?
He said something like
he didn't want to be involved in a dying art or something.
Yes,
like
he
ballet
was like,
or opera.
Yes, and he was like, he literally said something like people don't care about that, like something like that. And then he said, I just lost 14 cents on viewership, like something like that. Like that small amount of people that
stupid.
Like ballet and opera. It was very distasteful. Okay, like I think that people don't appreciate ballet and opera as much as they should. I'm not at all. This is not me agreeing with Timothy Chalamet. But if he said it in kind of a different way, that was like, people don't appreciate them, like people don't care enough, and they should, then that would be different. And I agree with that. I think people just like assume ballet and opera are like boring, whatever. And if it's not your thing to go see that, that's fine, but you still have to appreciate it. But he just sounded like he really was like, I don't want to be a part of that because people don't care about it. Like, I don't know. There just wasn't any like... It was disrespectful.
I don't like that. I've also been dying to go to the ballet.
I want to see the Nutcracker still. We need to go on Christmas.
That would be so fun. I could appreciate all sorts of art, for what they are. And doesn't mean every single thing is going to be my favorite thing. But especially ballet, I feel like I could watch the dancers.
Insane.
Okay, maybe it's because knowing as someone who is not a ballerina, but had to take ballet classes a lot and dance classes in general, but especially ballet, like in college, knowing how much goes into that technique and how like strong and you have to be, honestly.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much more admirable when you're watching it.
Dude, you'd feel the same way about the singers in the opera too.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, for sure.
Because we're both classically trained as well.
I guess I know what goes into that too.
Yeah. Like I was in choir my whole life. My mom, literally starting in high school, my mom made me go to a classical voice competition in high school.
And
I know you're the same way. Like, classical training is very important. And my mom is an opera singer, so she's really emphasized that. She's like, if you want to be able to belt and do the other stuff, you have to learn how to sing this Italian song. She would get like on me because I'd be like, I don't want to sing that. Having that background and knowing, I guess, what goes into that made it so much Like, I was like, holy shit. Like, we are both singers. I'm a singer. I've sung classical songs. I am nowhere near prepared to audition for the Met Opera or step on that stage. Like, that is a whole different...
It's like a different, it's a subcategory of the art of singing. And actually, I just saw like an opera singer on TikTok recently talking about, like, it's just different. But
was this the one talking about how her friends want her to sing karaoke? And she's like, no.
Well, she was like, just so you know, like an opera singer, it's like a specific type of singing and a specific type of art. Being an opera singer doesn't mean you're like the best singer of all genres, because people would just assume that, like, I don't know, she had someone she was dating be like, oh, you must just like kill it at karaoke. And she was like, well, not really, because I'm an opera singer and like I don't sing opera at karaoke. And he was
My
like,
mom hates karaoke too.
I also kind of don't really love karaoke.
I also don't like it.
Well, it's weird. I'm sorry. When you are a singer, it is weird to go to do karaoke. Not that I would think it's weird watching someone else sing karaoke well, but it's like, I don't know. If you're in a group setting at a karaoke party or whatever, and you're a singer and the rest of the people aren't, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, it feels weird. It's like, okay, like I
like
love
taking it too seriously.
Like, it's weird. I like singing karaoke when I'm singing like Nicki Minaj and stuff. Like,
or like with a group, like singing something silly, but
the silly stuff. But going up when people are like, Noelle, sing, please, like sing a song, sing Adele. It's like, and sound good. Like, the point of karaoke is supposed to be like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I have friends, Michaela sang karaoke that one time in the bar, and that was incredible. Fun. But I personally feel weird doing it. Maybe there would be a situation where I wouldn't.
I've done it a lot in like small towns. I feel like when I'm with my dad loves karaoke. Oh, shout out, Dad.
Of course,
I know you're listening to this. My family always like, you should go sing a song. You should go sing a song. I'm like, no. But then sometimes I do. But like, I don't know. If there's like a few people in the bar, and I'll be like, wait, these people don't know I can sing. Let me just like go sing some Fleetwood Mac, and then they'll be like, wow. And it's kind of funny, like a meme sometimes. Not that I like, not trying to toot my horn and be like, I'm such a good singer, but I mean, that's what I'm doing with my life. So I am a trained singer. But anyway, back to the opera thing. Yeah. Like, I think the same can go for people who, I don't know if people understand that there are different styles of singing, different techniques, different genres, and they don't all just, like, if you're good at one doesn't mean you're good at the other.
Yeah.
So much respect to opera singers.
Yes.
And all singers everywhere.
Exactly.
I don't know.
We just went off topic, kind of. Yeah. Well, actually, not really, because we were talking about the opera.
It's our podcast.
It is our podcast. We can talk about whatever we want. What's your smile of the week?
My smile of the week.
Watching The Office last night.
Watching The Office last night was fun. I think I just want to say that my smile is that I've been feeling good.
Yay!
And healthy. I know that last time we recorded here, I was like having a coughing attack and like dying, and that was just last week. But I did end up going to the doctor. And I've been taking allergy meds because the doctor was like, this is probably allergies. And believe it or not, I've been feeling better. My feet itching thing has stopped. So clearly,
that makes sense too.
Completely stopped. Has not happened once since I started taking Zyrtec. Who would have thought that allergies through the winter, like around Christmas time, and that is when it started, would cause me to feel so horrible in so many ways and sick. I mean, maybe it was other things too.
And
like
itchy feet.
Maybe at some point I did have something viral. I don't know. But I think regardless, allergies must have been what triggered it. And then I was like inflamed, and then I was just like having postnasal drip, and I don't know, going in a cycle. So I am happy that I'm feeling better. I hope that it's for good this time. And apparently I have really severe allergies now that I've developed. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep taking the allergy meds. I've been feeling good. I finally feel like energetic and like myself. And I've been going to yoga a lot. Subcategory for my smile is that, so I do have a yoga membership, and I've pretty much, they have like different types of classes, and I exclusively kind of went to the flow classes, which is like your traditional yoga flow, but they have other ones that are like strength classes with weights and stuff like that. And I went to my first strength class, and I went to another one, And it was really, really hard. Really hard.
Yeah.
But I keep showing up and I'm proud of myself because I feel very committed to my like physical health in a way that I haven't been in the past. Like I have not been one in my life. Like I've never been like a super athletic person.
Same.
I've never been like super consistent, super consistent. I mean, to some extent, yes, I always have done yoga and like walk and you know, I did a lot of dance class but it just never brought me joy. It was like the one part of my routine because I'm so passionate about my well-being and my routine is the one part that I could never like nail down or figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think like having this yoga membership and falling more and more in love with yoga has been like a really, really great thing for me. And now I'm starting to branch out into other types of classes that aren't traditional yoga and are more like strength-based and stuff like that. And I'm just feeling good and like I'm, just taking care of my body. And hopefully we'll see some results. Not that I'm satisfied with my body image. It's like not the reason why I'm doing it. But, you know, it's a good benefit. Maybe I'll be a little toned for summer. A little more toned. Anyway, yeah, that's my smile. As I'm just feeling good and
Yay.
healthy.
Well, good Pete.
Just in time for spring.
Yeah, that too. I took a yoga class this morning taught by Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah, our friend, is a yoga instructor.
What are we talking about?
So we're talking about spring cleaning. What does spring cleaning mean? Out with the old, in with the new.
Goodbye, clouds of gray. Hello, skies of blue.
A dip in the pool, a trip to the spa, endless days in my shades, the whole world according to moi. Duh. Excuse me. Duh. Thank you. Yeah, High School Musical.
Love it. Okay, spring cleaning. The time of year where, if we're speaking literally, people literally clean their homes, but you do not the regular everyday cleaning, dusting everything, getting rid of that.
Getting in all the crevices.
Getting in all those crevices you wouldn't normally.
Ooh, can I say something?
Yes.
Speaking of this.
Is it about our shower mold?
Yes. I recently, I don't know. Can you guys let me know? Is it ridiculous so we have pretty tall ceilings. How the fuck do you clean, the top of your shower tiles when you can't, reach it?
Yeah.
Sorry. We clean our shower like normal, but just getting up there is never something I considered. Anyway, both of our parents visited in the span of a week and they were like, you need to clean the mold at the top of your shower.
Both, literally all of our, there's only two of us. Pete's parents said that and then they left and then my mom came in and said that. And then my mom texted us this long thing about it. She literally started a group chat with us and said, actually, should I pull it up?
And okay,
it's so drama.
I don't want you all to think that we're disgusting because it wasn't crazy, but I guess it was enough to where our parents who are looking out for us are going to notice it. And I just never think, I'm how am I supposed to clean that? You know, it's like cleaning your walls or your ceiling. How am I supposed to do that?
She said, I love seeing and staying with you gals. Or she said, I love seeing and staying with you gals, ... Please get some Tilex mold cleaner, spray down your entire bathroom and shower walls, let it sit, then scrub it down with a brush. I am very concerned about the black mold growing in there and think it might be what is making Marissa sick. It will take 1 hour to do this. Love you both.
I feel bad because I never responded, but that's because I immediately went and ordered mold cleaner and this long scrub brush. And I don't know if it's what was making me sick because you're not sick. I think it's allergies.
But you could have a mold allergy.
Yeah, that's true. It could be contributing to my allergies. Anyway, we had
that.
this mold at the very, very top of our shower, and I never thought to clean that. Maybe so.
I mean, same. I'm are we gonna sound
I
so
hope I'm
dumb?
not disgusting, but really,
people are
here. Okay, this is what I'm thinking though. I'm I cannot imagine any 20-something-year-old scrubbing the top of their shower. Okay, so I might sound really insane. Also, now, if people do that and they're you're fucking disgusting, filthy. But
I'm like scared for people to listen to this.
I don't know, y'all. Check your like the top corners of your shower for mold.
You guys, our ceilings are really, really extra tall.
Yeah. So it's not something that was even that noticeable to me, honestly. I took this long scrub. I'm scared to put this in, but there was like mold dripping down like black paint on our shower. So anyway, literally, it's a good idea to think about the places that you don't clean a lot. Sorry if I'm fucking nasty, but I am actually a pretty clean person. It's just like those crevices and things that you don't think about. Like your baseboards or like
our baseboards in our bathroom too.
I know. I was literally thinking about this morning. I was like, should we just hire a cleaning lady or cleaning person to come in and like do this like deep
like
clean,
intense deep, yeah,
for like one to like get everything, and then we can like upkeep it. But I think sometimes when you're busy and you're not thinking about like, I don't know, it's just a lot getting into those crevices and those cracks and those places that literally and figuratively within yourself. Anyway, I really hope that I didn't just out us into being like a nasty people.
Be like, one of the things
there's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry. Like, there's no way that everyone is doing that.
Yeah, there's not. But there will be some people that listen to this and they're going to be like, ew.
Yeah,
but those are the people who are like very, very clean.
Mm-hmm. And I would consider myself, I think I'm getting more into cleaning. Like, I want to be one of those people who's like taking gloves and like scrubbing everything every day. But I don't have the time for that. How do I find the time for that?
I know. But then
that's why I'm like, let's hire a cleaning lady. Or like, I don't know, can't be that expensive for this small apartment. We split the cost.
Our upstairs neighbors hired one. Remember they texted like a recommendation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, to get all of the like random little crevices. Because that takes so much time and work that I don't have.
Yeah, I know. And I don't want to do that. But like, I do want it to be clean. And that's an interesting concept because like cleaning, the act of it can, I mean, there are some people who enjoy it, I suppose, but the act of cleaning kind of sucks, right?
Yeah.
But then like having it be clean
is awesome.
It's
also daunting. Like the thought of spring cleaning. Well, I guess this can be like literal and metaphorical.
Yeah. I'm thinking of metaphorical too as we're talking about this.
Yeah. I guess we didn't. Okay. Well, going back, y'all know what spring cleaning is. It's when you get in those crevices. But today, well, ironically, originally I was going to say today we're going to be talking about like the metaphorical side, like things you can get rid of in your life, in your mind. But now we're talking about actual cleaning and like getting the mold out of our apartment.
I think they're related though. Don't you think? Because like, think about like when you take a day to clean or like declutter.
It feels nice.
Like when I did my closet clean out a few weeks ago, I was like, I feel, it literally feels like I did that to my insides too.
To your organs.
You know? Like I feel renewed as a person when I do that to my space too. So I do think they go hand in hand.
Wait, have you done your taxes yet?
Nope.
Same. Oh my God.
I know. I need to do that next week.
I need to like, if I have a day where I don't have any work, I'm going to not schedule anything for that day. And that'll be my tax day.
Yeah, I need to do that some point next week. Luckily, the kids I nanny, it's their spring break. So I have a lot of extra free time this next 2 weeks.
I'm so jelly.
So I'm going to take a day to like do my taxes. Shouldn't be too bad. Taxes aren't fun.
No, they're not. Anyways.
But neither is cleaning sometimes. But then you're happy.
Relating it back. Good segue.
You're happy when it's done, you know? And I think
it's true.
That goes for facing the hard things in life too, like cleaning out the energies within you, facing some things you don't want to face. Like I love remembering the fact that when you are going through a process of cleaning or clearing out or decluttering, whatever it is, physical or metaphorical, it gets messier and harder before it gets
cleaner and easier.
I'm like,
when I clean, I always like take everything out and put it.
And you have to, and you kind of just have to ignore the overwhelm of it and know that like you're getting through it. Yeah, like whenever you do a closet clean out, you're like taking all your stuff off the hangers, out of the drawers and the shelf, and you're like, and it's very overwhelming then to see your entire closet like on your bed or sprawled around your room. But you know, that's what you have to do. You kind of have to take everything out, look at it in front of you, and
decide. Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
Did you watch that? Was that a TV show? I never watched it.
I think she had a book. She's famous for her kind of philosophies surrounding cleaning out your space. So she wrote a book, and then she did have a TV show, and I did watch it, where she would go to people's houses and like help them clear out their space. Yeah, I always think about her method of like when you're cleaning out your closet or like a drawer or something, and the whole sparking joy thing. Do you remember that?
I remember hearing about that. Like if it spark, you go.
Yeah, her thing is like hold a piece, like an article of clothing. If you're trying to, you know, because sometimes it can be hard to get rid of things. You think, oh, I haven't worn this in a year, but maybe I'll need it. Or like maybe, you know, the perfect event's going to come up for me to like wear this to, or you have like some sort of attachment to it, but it's been sitting there collecting dust pretty much.
Yeah.
Her whole thing is like hold that piece of clothing. Does it spark joy? And you'll be surprised about how many things do not spark joy for you, and they're just kind of taking up space. Like if you think about articles of clothing in your wardrobe or whatever, it should be filled with things that you actually love, things you're actually wearing, things that actually bring you joy. And so I like thinking about that because it's hard sometimes to like get rid of things.
Yeah, it really can be. I do that a lot where I'm like, oh, I haven't worn this in forever, but like maybe.
Yeah.
Like a lot of random sweaters I have that like, I think I decided at the beginning of winter because I got rid of a lot of my like summer clothes a few months ago, but I had all these sweaters in my closet and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do my sweaters and my winter clothes after the end of winter. So AKA like soon I need to do that because it's spring cleaning time and see what sweaters I did not wear this winter at all and get rid of them. Because like if I'm not pulling it out to wear it ever and I just went through 3 months of cold weather, why do I need to keep it?
And the thing is like when you clear out that old energy, you make room for new.
And that is true. I feel the same. Oh my God, I've talked about this so much on the podcast now, but literally my love life, I feel like I did that. I got rid of like the negative men who were bringing me down, and it brought in Rodney, who just took me to the ballet and is so sweet. And he brought me flowers and cookies for both Pete and I for Women's Day. Yeah. He was like, these flowers are for you and the cookies are for you and Pete.
That's actually funny because I didn't even know it was Women's Day.
That's fun. He knew because of me.
But yeah, I did eat a lot of those cookies.
Yeah. And they were good.
But yeah, I feel like sometimes you have to, if we're speaking metaphorically or literally, I think anything we're saying today can go for both things. But yeah, like you have to create space in order to, like, you can't keep buying new sweaters and shoving them into your closet. It's just going to get cramped and whatever. You have to like clear out what you don't to have space for the new.
Also, consumerism is just so bad.
Yeah.
Like, especially with TikTok and
trends,
it's so scary. Like, we're just going to keep making stuff and the earth is going to die.
Mm-hmm. I know. And that's why I keep trying to, like, maybe twice a year when I do like a little closet clean out, I try to pay attention to like, what am I actually wearing? I try now pretty much exclusively, I thrift clothes, trying to buy secondhand, but then also just trying to buy things that are like, that I know that I really like and that I'll actually wear.
Yeah.
And I'm working more and more towards that. And things that like won't go out of style so quickly, like things that aren't so trendy that it's like a trend for 2 months and then you have something in your closet that you're never going to wear again because it was trendy for 2 months, you know?
I'm still so happy about our thrift purchases in Florida.
Me too.
Like, I'm not over it.
Top I'm wearing right now is one of them.
I noticed that.
It's kind of fun. It's like black and white stripe, classic color combo, little slouchy off the shoulder. You can dress it up, dress it down.
I am wearing a giant t-shirt and sweatpants right now. But so many people complimented my shirt the other night, which is one of the ones I thrifted. Like, I probably got at least 5 compliments, and I was like, I got this shirt for like $2, y'all.
And that's rewarding because
It
you know
is.
that you made the right decision. Because it's not just about like what other people. This is when I was talking about my fur coat. Like, it's not just the reason I love it is not just because I'm getting compliments on it, but I think that it's like the other way around. Like, you're getting compliments because you feel good in it.
Yeah.
You are like glowing in it, whatever. It fits you, it suits you.
Yeah.
And then people like sense that energy and they like it and they compliment you, you know?
And that's why I do think it's important, like, to feel good in what you're wearing.
I agree.
I remember talking to a friend years ago who was getting ready to study abroad, and she was telling me about how, like, so many of the other girls studying abroad with her were spending so much money on new clothes to travel in. And she was like, I bought like a couple of new things to like look cute, but I want to spend all of my money on experiences while I'm in a different country for 4 months. And like, I get that to an extent. Like, I know before you and I went to Europe, like, I bought a few new outfits because I was like, I want to look cute in Italy.
Yeah.
But like, spending so much money on, like, I just think it's interesting. Like, people spending so much money to travel and go do these things when it's really like about the experiences. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. But then I don't know. Like, I think obviously a trip is about the experience and doing those things. But like you said, I think it's important to feel good about what you're wearing, or, you know, if that's important to you. To me, that's important to me. But
It's important to me too.
I think that once you understand that you can find things and not spend a fortune on clothes, because you can like find these things at the thrift stores that like are so cute and don't cost a fortune. It's really hard to like put a priority on spending a lot of money on clothes, because you can find things that aren't like super, but it also depends on how much money you have to spend. I mean, like,
That's
if
also true.
If you're making a lot of money and you have the budget for that, then go for it. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm halfway taking back what I said then.
Because I also think it's important to invest in good quality pieces, more like quality over quantity.
I guess what I'm thinking, one, like, when you're getting an insane amount of stuff.
Right.
And 2, when it's stuff you're only going to wear like one time.
Yes.
Like, I'm buying this like $600 dress to wear for a dinner out in Italy. Like, there are people who do that. And you know what? If I had $600 to spend on a dress, maybe I
Right.
would. But it is just, it's interesting. This is just me observing. I'm not judging any. I have friends on opposite ends of the spectrum too. I have a couple of friends who are very into buying new designer stuff and fine jewelry. And then I have friends who don't buy new shit. And either way is totally fine. It's just interesting. I do think there's a serious consumer problem.
When I think about the consumer problem, though, I think about like fast fashion. Like,
yes,
the brands that are a little cheaper, but then like maybe it lasts you not that long. Like, I think it's better to spend more money on clothes that are like made well, that are going to last you years and years.
Totally.
But you know, there is a fine line, I guess.
Either
because
thrifting or like spending more money on good quality stuff.
Yeah, like quality over quantity.
Yeah.
I guess like in the more metaphorical sense, is there anything you feel like you want to take into the next season? I mean, before you answer that, we wanted to make a connection to our episode that we did for New Year's.
Yes.
Where we talked about the things that we were letting go of and what we did not want to take into the new year. So we kind of wanted to do like a check-in with each other of how that went kind of throughout the winter. And we don't have to talk about the specifics of like, you know, what we said then. We can if we want to. But also just like kind of a spring is a great time to check back in with your resolutions or what you were kind of envisioning for the beginning of the year. Because maybe not everyone, but I get very excited about the new year and like what changes I'm going to make. And then the winter just hits so hard. And sometimes it can be easy to lose sight of those things. But then spring is a great time to like circle back, maybe shift some things that you were initially thinking about, come up with some new things you want to bring into this like refreshed season of your life. So do you have anything that comes to mind?
Well, I agree that this past winter was hard. It was very cold and very overwhelming. I think, wait, are you just asking me like what
I guess just
I want to let go of, or how is
just anything, like anything that's been on your mind come spring that you want to let go of or take into the new year, or like if there's anything related to your resolutions that's going well or didn't go the way you thought, just like anything.
I think that I'm doing some things well. Like I said, I wanted to protect my peace more this year and like not go out of my way to be like overly social, because you all know I'm a people pleaser and I'm always like trying to get drinks and trying to get lunch and coffee with everyone ever. And this year I was like, I'm not doing that. I don't have time. I'm going to put my head down and work hard and make more money this year. And I think I actually have been doing a pretty good job at that. But I feel like I've been having some doubts recently, just like in the acting world, because it's really hard. And I was actually talking about it in therapy this morning. My therapist was like, you should start journaling again and start thinking, because I was explaining like how I felt in high school and college, because I went to performing arts high school and I literally spent half of my day in acting class in high school. And then obviously in college, it was like the same way. And I just felt, even though those times were stressful for different reasons, like I felt so artistically fulfilled in high school and college, like going to rehearsals and creating numbers and being in acting class and our singing classes and voice lessons. Like I just felt so creatively and artistically fulfilled all of my schooling days. And so I feel like in New York, it's just hard because you're like working these jobs. And I mean, we talk about this all the time on the pod, but it's still just so true. Like, I just feel like I do take up, like I do create my own opportunities. I produce my cabarets. I create stuff for myself, but it still just kind of feels like, okay, is this industry ever going to repay me for all of not literally in finance, well, maybe finances, but like more just like, am I ever going to have a time when I'm like, I just want to spend my days working on my art. Like I was literally thinking yesterday, like in order to be a professional actor, like they always say, like pretend like you already have the life you want. So I'm like, I would ideally like to like warm up my voice every day, read my acting books, do all of this stuff that I would like do in college. But when you're trying to pay the bills, you don't really have time to live the way you did in college, where you're just focusing on singing and acting the whole time. That was
like our whole life, which was such a gift.
I miss it being my whole life.
Yeah.
And I was saying that in therapy. I was like, I was saying this too, like for one of my jobs, I feel like I just feel like I'm always helping other people. Like, and that's what I'm getting paid to do. And I'm so grateful for that. But I feel like I'm helping people clean up and do things, and with nannying too, back in the day, just like cleaning. And I feel like my room's a fucking mess, but like I'm helping other people with things that I feel like I need help with, like with auditions and cleaning and whatnot, which I'm grateful for and I enjoy doing. But then I come home and I'm fucking exhausted because I've been putting my energy into, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Just
no, that makes a lot of sense.
Like, I'm like, why? Sometimes I just feel like I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I came to New York to act, and here I am helping somebody clean their room. And then I go home to my room being a fucking disaster, but I'm exhausted because it's the end of the day and I'm trying to juggle a million things, you know?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I'm like going off on a tangent right now. But I guess like I've been feeling kind of doubtful and just seeing a lot of the negatives of the industry recently, which makes sense because there's a lot of negativity in it. But my therapist was like, she asked me why I love acting, or like, she was like, why do you want to do this? Like, why do you still love it? And I gave this long explanation, and I was like, I actually really do love it and want to do it. And she was like, you should start thinking about the positives in it again and trying to find that passion again and remember why you're here. And doing that. So I'm going to try to let go of the negativity, which is so hard when you're auditioning. And it's like, I feel like I come home from an audition. I'm like, well, it was very in and out. I went in, sang, and they didn't really say anything. And that's true. And after a while, it gets to you. But I kind of want to feel refreshed again and feel like how I did when I graduated and feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fully. And it's so funny. So many of the things that you just said, I feel like we always are on the same wavelength.
We are.
I literally journaled about without you knowing. And then you were talking to me about this morning, and I was like, that is so weird, because yesterday I went to an audition, and I haven't been auditioning a lot this year just because I've been like struggling with my health, and like there were a lot of weeks I wasn't able to go, or just I didn't get slots for things, or there weren't things that I really wanted to audition for. So just like many different reasons. But I went to an audition and I didn't know if I was going to go. I like didn't really feel like going, but then I went, and every time I go to an audition, I'm reminded that like I never regret going, and like it feels good just to get in the room, say hi to casting, put your face out there, knowing you're doing all you can do, you know? But so like after my audition, I was journaling, and I was thinking about the fact that my mindset kind of subconsciously, not like anything, like I'm not trying to be this way, but I think intrusively, like my intrusive thoughts a lot of time just lean towards, well, what if this doesn't work out? What if this life never works out for you? And that's just my brain trying to protect me.
Of course,
because
as it
I'm
does.
scared or whatever of the future. And sometimes, I don't know, you're young and hopeful and you don't really have those thoughts, but then you live in the industry and you get discouraged. And I just had this realization of like, damn, a lot of my thoughts recently kind of revolve around, what if you go and live in a beach town and like have a simple life? Like maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Because I feel so discouraged and like lost in this life, but that's not actually what I want. But my thoughts are just going in that direction. And then I was like, what if I flip it again and just say like, what if it does work out? Like, what if I can actually see it working out? Which I really want to try to focus my thoughts on that instead. Even though these are kind of like subconscious thoughts, it's just my brain trying to protect me from rejection or like failure, quote unquote, quote, whatever, you know? And if I do decide one day that what I really truly want within my core is to live in a beach town and have a simple life, then I will do that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't need to be thinking about, you know, does that make sense?
I do.
So that relates to what you were saying with your therapist being like, hey, why don't you try to think of the positives? And that's something that I realized I haven't been actively doing either, because it is really hard. And like we've talked about before on the podcast, our brains naturally go towards the negative. They want to find the problems with our situations and our lives. And it's all to protect us from, if I can grapple with the fact that this may never work out and kind of come to terms with that, then I won't be distraught and heartbroken when that becomes the reality. Like that's what's happening in your brain.
Yeah.
But like, it's not even real. That's not what it's natural though. I don't think it's like what we're trying to necessarily do.
Yeah.
But if you look at the facts, it's like, hey, we're living in New York. We get to go to these auditions. Like all signs point toward we're doing the right things. It's just hard when, you know, it's just hard, period.
It's very hard.
But yeah, I think trying to find the joy in things is something I also want to bring into this next season.
Yeah. I really do believe that we're going to be successful also. Whatever, success doesn't mean I'm the richest girl in the world and am an EGOT winner. Like it means I'm whatever.
Sometimes you don't even know what that means or looks like, you know, for your life. For me, success it's like more like a feeling. Dude. Like I can't necessarily put into words specifically what success looks like for me. But I know how I want to feel in my life and like the things that I want to prioritize. And I think that's what I want to strive for. But that's hard to strive for sometimes because it's so like ambiguous. Like it's like, how do I work towards this? You know,
there's not like an exact, I mean,
there can be, but I think part of like living as an adult in the industry and like realizing the realities and stuff, it's also realizing you don't really know what's really going to make you happy until you do it and you find it. And you may have an idea of what that looks like. Might not be what you thought, you know? So I think that I just like to remain open to everything and just kind of strive for a feeling more than a physical goal.
Feeling.
But then I struggle with that too sometimes because I'm like, do I need to get more specific?
Dude.
And in a way, I am specific. Like, yes, I'm trying to be on Broadway. Like, I would love to be on Broadway.
But then it's like you have to be specific within that because you can't just show up to an audition and be like vague.
No, yeah.
That's where I struggle a lot. Like, oh my God. Like, just auditioning. I think that I really need to work. I'm like, how do I show you guys that I can, like, lead a show?
It's hard to show that.
Like, less than 1 minute.
Yeah, it is hard to show that.
Also, I talked about this on last week's pod, but Viola Davis, my queen, at least I think I did. I listened to her podcast interview with Amy Poehler. And one, she had a really bad credit score, which makes me feel better about my life. But also she thought that she was like, I thought I was successful when I was just making $600 a week at the Huntington Theater in wherever it is. And she was like working at regional theaters in like New Hampshire, Connecticut, just like, and now she is a fucking EGOT winner. If you don't know what that is, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. She has won all 4. And is like just one of the best actresses literally of all time. And she was like, I didn't think that this was even like a thing that could happen. Like she was like, I just wanted to say like, okay, yay, I'm making my money through acting. And I was doing that when I was making like $500, $600 a week at the theater. And now it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And
I think that's a good way to put things into perspective too. Like I think when you have these big dreams and you see what could be possible, it's like you don't realize the smaller wins a lot of the time, and we don't realize our growth. It's really just important to see the good in it, see what's going well, and like the fact that we're making a living in New York City and like have established lives here and get to go to auditions whenever we want.
Yeah.
And like, that's something that a few years ago, I didn't know how I was going to do, you know, and like make that work. And it doesn't mean that it's like easy and like everything's perfect, but I'm still like closer than I was a few years ago, you know?
Yes.
So it's just an interesting thing that I also want to carry with me into the spring and the next few months. I felt really good going into the new year. I remember feeling like just awesome about everything. And then I just struggled because like it was really cold and I was on and off sick for literally like 3 months.
Yeah.
And that will just like, first of all, can I just say like we take our health for granted?
We do.
Because health is everything. And I'm not even saying like, obviously it's super small scale for me. Like there are people struggling with so much worse like health issues and like chronic things and whatever. But like you have to be healthy to be able to like live your life. And sometimes I think you don't realize how much
it impacts you.
It impacts you. Like when I was just like on and off sick, I couldn't do like anything I wanted to do. I couldn't go to my yoga classes. I couldn't go to auditions. I would like all my energy went to like figuring out how to get better, you know? And that's first and foremost the number one most important thing. And that is also something I want to focus on going on into the spring. Is just like, how do I stay my most physically healthy too?
I was going to ask the same question, the same question you asked me. Just like what?
I mean, yeah, like what I just said.
Health.
With you, like relating to what you had said, I want to bring the same thing in. And it's just funny that we both were thinking about the same thing, but didn't talk to each other about it, because I literally journaled that same exact thing pretty much, just in different words. And then my health, focusing on, my physical health. I think that like I'm so good at working on my mental health. That's something I've really, and like my spiritual health, like I've really shaped that routine and what that looks like for me. And then my physical health is just like another thing I really, really want to hone in on and make it like more of a priority, like going to class like at least 3 times a week, if not more, like whenever I can, you know, and really focusing on my diet, not a diet, but like my diet, like what I'm eating,
what you're putting into your body.
And usually I do.
Dude, what you eat is literally what you're putting into your body.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
To keep you alive and doing shit.
I love food and I've always loved cooking, and like this isn't like a new thing for me. Like I do eat pretty well, but like I'm just focusing on it even more, like being more additive into my diet. So like adding enough protein or like enough vitamins, like the nutrition, like adding the nutritious things onto my things. Like if I want to eat pasta, like making sure there's like a protein or like a veggie. Or, and obviously every single day is not going to look like the most perfect. 3 meals and a healthy snack, whatever. But I really want to at least try, especially because I've been a lot more physically active. Like that doesn't mean anything if you're not fueling your body properly.
No.
It can do damage, honestly, if you're not fueling, and food is fuel. And I've been really good about that this past week too, as I've been feeling better and like being more active. And that's just something I want to bring in to the next few seasons, just like nourishing my body in the best way I can,
Sometimes when life gets too busy, it feels like hard to do that.
It is. And that's what I'm saying. Like every day doesn't have to be perfect. There are like so many days that I'll just grab a box of Goodles from the store. And that's fine. But like on my day to day, like the usual, I want it to be really thought out. I think I'm just trying to like, just like being really intentional about planning my meals, which, I kind of already am, but even more so.
Dude, I was actually talking to Rodney because, he like pretty much only eats chicken and rice, which is funny because he's not like he ate octopus with me the other day. Like he's not someone who like is picky, but one of the reasons why he eats chicken and rice every single day is because he's like, that way I don't have to think about and figure out what I eat for dinner.
I mean, hey.
And I was like, honestly,
if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Like, you just got to find what works for you.
He's like, because I was like stressed about what I wanted for dinner, and he was like, this is why I eat chicken and rice every day. I don't have to think about it. I
will say, I could not do that. Like, I need different thing like every 3 days.
Same.
I enjoy cooking. I enjoy coming up with things to eat. Not everyone does. So like, if you find joy in that, great. Go crazy. Have your little meal plan at the beginning of the week, which is what I'm doing. Like trying to,
it's fun.
Yeah. Prep, like think about what I'm going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 3-4 days. But if you're someone like Rodney who doesn't like thinking about it, doesn't care about cooking, doesn't, whatever works for you, whatever is going to sustain you. I think just as long as you're doing it,
Yeah. I think it's a comfort thing for him too. Like he was eating a lot of random, like his brother and future sister-in-law were in town, and he was eating a lot of like random foods, and he was out of town for a while, like going out to eat a lot, and he was like, I just want my chicken and rice. He was like, I just want to go home and eat chicken and rice. And I was like, that is so funny.
Whatever floats your boat.
Exactly. And he does not make me eat it if I don't want to. Not that he would ever do that, but like if we're eating dinner together,
it's not like he won't eat other things.
Yeah.
It's just
that would maybe be an issue for me because I'm such a foodie.
Right.
And I do want a partner who will try foods with me.
Yeah.
And he does do that. So yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a convenience thing.
He loves his chicken and rice.
I'm trying to think of other things that I'm taking into the next year or that I'm clearing out for spring. Oh, you know what okay, this kind of goes hand in hand with my like physical health, but something else that I'm really trying to incorporate. I am such a tense human being. I don't know why. I don't know where that comes from. I guess I've just learned to carry a shit ton of tension in my body as I've grown up.
Same.
But I'm trying to like focusing a lot more on releasing tension from my body. So not just working out, but like taking 20 minutes like at night to use my foam rollers. Like I have all of these tools that I don't like. I have these like lacrosse balls and these foam rollers, and I've been kind of taking 20 minutes to just like roll out my quads. You guys have knots like you wouldn't believe. And that's not something that you think like knots like in your quads, because obviously like I have a lot of tension in my like neck and shoulders, which is maybe more common. I don't know, but it is crazy. Like I feel something releasing from my body. Like I literally cried one night because I was like, something just released out of my body. Like, so I've been going to acupuncture for my headaches, but I've kind of like, I feel like that's not really as much of an issue anymore. Hallelujah.
Thank God.
So yesterday I went and I wanted to focus on my neck and shoulder tension, and I did my first face down treatment. So every treatment I've done before has been a face up, more focusing on my headaches and stuff. But this was face down. And she, if you guys don't know what dry needling is, She dry needled me a little bit. They put the needle in your muscle and like wiggle it around, and you literally feel the muscle inside your body like moving. And it's a very, wouldn't say it's painful, but it's like uncomfortable, weird, unfamiliar feeling. And it's like a trigger point release thing, and it's supposed to help release your knots, whatever. So she would do that a little bit. Apparently, like my right side is really messed up compared to my left. So I'm really trying to pay attention to like the tension in my body, because I think that's also related to our emotions. And I'm like,
For sure.
I feel like I'm doing all I can do with like my meditation and my journaling and just like living my life in a balanced way. And I'm like, I think the only way for me to go deeper is to like get into my body.
I mean, that makes sense.
And like release whatever trauma or something I'm holding on to, or emotions, you know? And so that's something I'm also focusing on, and letting go of tension, literal tension, because it's related to your emotions.
We're cleaning tension.
It's where we store our emotions.
It is. We store them in our shoulders and our hips and maybe our quads.
Yeah, apparently it's like actually crazy.
I think I have a lot of trauma in my hips and definitely my shoulders too. Mm-hmm. I need to do frog pose.
Yeah, I'm just very into like stretching and drooling right now.
I know, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Which is really good. I need to be rolling more. You're right. We do have the tools. I was thinking about that with my red light mask because I've not used it in like over a month. I'm like, I have this nice thing that I should probably be using.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like when you have the thing, like you don't want to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I've noticed a pattern with myself where I really want something and then I'll buy it. And then once I have it, I don't use it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to be like that. But yeah, we have like a foam roller. We have like a hand roller. We have an acupressure pillow. We have lacrosse balls. Like,
we have a lot of tools.
Yeah, we do. Heating pads. So I'm like just trying to be more in tune with.
Take care of your bod.
That. Is there anything else you're taking into?
I mean, also just trying to exercise more and take better care of my body. I want to walk more. Like I feel like that's just a given because I do not get enough. I don't get my steps in enough during the winter just because I'm like, get me the fuck inside. But now that it's becoming nicer, I'm excited. Like I want to walk a lot more from place to place. Like I literally walked home from yoga today. It was probably like a 25-minute walk. It feels nice.
Yeah.
So that's a good, easy way to get exercise too. Just like walking from place to place.
Getting your sunlight too. Yeah.
I want to journal more again because I have not been journaling. Oh my God, not me like yawning. I want to be journaling more. I also want to read more. I've been so bad. I'm obviously not great with book club. Pete has a book club and I'm really bad at reading the books.
Noelle doesn't read the book, but she comes. I mean, she comes because she lives here too.
Yeah. But also I want to be there. Yeah. But the thing is, I am still behind on multiple books that I have been, like, I still have not finished my acting book.
I will say I made book club every other month for this exact reason.
And this is true.
Because I have books that I also want to read personally that aren't a part of like my book club. So I'm like, hey, if I give everyone 2 months between books, I don't know. I try to read like one book a month, which is hard. Like it is. What I've been doing is reading on the train. But for me, I have a long commute home every day from like the Upper West Side. So I can read a lot. I want to incorporate reading before bed a lot more too.
I need to do that too. I think, well, that's my thing. It's not even that I'm like, I want to read my own books instead of book club. It's like, I'm not even giving myself time to read the books on my list. Like, why have I been reading this book for like 3 months now?
Yeah.
And I'm like halfway through. Like, I need to figure out a better reading schedule for myself as well, because I would like to participate in book club.
You know what we should do? Because this is something that because Noelle and I love to watch TV at night.
We do.
And it's our time to like just like chill and hang out as roommates and unwind at the end of the day. It's like my favorite thing to do, but we should limit ourselves. Like, you know,
we should.
And give ourselves like a cutoff to where we're not going to be so tired that we need to go immediately to sleep, but we have like 30 minutes where we can lay in bed and read before we go to bed.
You're right.
Because I will also say I actually notice a difference in my sleep
when you read.
When I do like a better nighttime routine, like if I take a minute to like roll out on my mat and then like read before I kid you not, I know it sounds cliche, but like if I read versus just going straight into bed or like scrolling on my phone in bed, I sleep like a baby.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Looking at bright screens is not good for your brain
And like
before
everyone
sleeping.
knows that, but like I don't
always...
know. Yeah, we don't always like think it's real or what. Maybe that's just me. Like, because there are still some nights I scroll. And
yeah, I've scrolled the past 2 nights.
I just notice a huge difference. Like I get really sleepy. It's the whole thing of like engaging your brain just enough. Like that's why you like doze off so easily when you start reading, you know, because your brain is engaged in something and you're not looking at a screen because screens, the blue light will keep you wired, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe we should like
have reading time.
Yeah. Cut off at like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And if that means we have to watch less TV that night, then we watch less TV.
And that's probably better for us.
I agree. I think
it's just
something
hard.
I know.
I love TV.
I love routine and I love my morning routine. And something I've never been able to like get super consistent is my nighttime routine.
It's because we're tired.
It's because we're tired and I want to like sit on the couch all night.
Maybe we should limit ourselves, but we should be able to have like one night a week where we just like, or at least like find a time where we do that. Some like
maybe like
sometimes
Fridays
we binge
or something.
Fridays,
like
we
going into
watch
the
TV
or
all
weekends. Like, yeah, but it's hard though sometimes because sometimes our nights are already late. So then, you know.
Also, we work on weekends. So.
Yeah, we work on weekends. So there's really no such thing as a weekend. But I do try to kind of incorporate weekend energy into my weekend, even if I'm working.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone needs time to
weekend
be less
fun.
Yeah, time to be less strict with yourself, you know?
Yeah, I do agree with
so
that.
sometimes on weekends I'll just be like, hey, whatever. I won't like do my morning routine and I'll just like live because I think that everyone needs that too.
Yeah.
But
life is all about balance. Balance.
I think like it's interesting because the more I can structure my weeks, the more free and flowy I can be within them.
Free and flowy.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Like if I set up my week, and I think as actors and like artists, we have a lot of things that we need to structure for ourselves outside of our jobs. And that can be hard to do and like hold yourself accountable. So I think something else I'm just trying to do is every week, look at my week. When do I have to work? Okay, great. What do I have to do around that? Okay, book my workout classes. Okay, now when am I going to do these auditions? Okay, these days. Okay, what am I going to eat? Okay, and everything's figured out for me going into the week, and then I can just live because everything's figured out, you know?
I need to take like a time to do that too. Like I need a day or even just a few hours at the beginning of the week to plan out like when I'm going to work on audition stuff, when I'm gonna go to my yoga classes, when I'm gonna work on making TikToks for the podcast, because then I don't plan it out and then I just end up doing a trillion things and blah, blah, blah.
There's no way to hold yourself accountable then, because like if you didn't have a plan to begin with, then
exactly
how can you know what you even like meant to get done that week? But it's interesting because I think there's like an argument to that of, I think one of my yoga teachers said this, like, I think especially in New York, especially this day and age, we're all trying to optimize our time. But there's also something to be said about just like doing nothing and being, and it's fucking hard. But I think finding a balance between getting done what you need to do, but then leaving, it's important to leave time within that.
Yeah.
To rest or just be, or like leave wiggle room, take a nap, hang out with a friend, like scroll, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes we just need to be and live. But I think it's easier to like intentionally do that when you have other things planned.
Exactly.
So like the reason why I know that I can take an hour after we record is because I know that later I'm doing the thing I need to do.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But right now, I'm gonna rest. So,
Dude,
whatever.
Sometimes I'm like most productive at my babysitting job, which I'm going to tonight at this specific one because the kids go to sleep. And I could sit and watch movies, but I never do anymore. I'm always like on my laptop, like trying to get shit done. So I'm looking forward to that this evening.
That's what's nice about our jobs sometimes is we have downtime.
Yeah, that is true.
That you can like use that time to, it's like your, what's it called? Multitasking. To like do things that you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like nannying and babysitting and stuff.
Life tiring, but now it's spring. Spring has sprung, and
Spring gives me life, man.
spring gives me life too.
I'm so excited, honestly, for spring and summer.
Me too. Like I need it in my soul.
I agree. All right.
Wow.
What's the take home?
The take home is it's time for spring cleaning. So maybe think about the things that haven't been serving you that you can clean out.
Mm-hmm.
Literally and metaphorically.
Check back in with if you did like New Year's resolutions.
Yes, check
Sometimes
back
it's
in.
a good little, hey, how's it going? What do we need to shift in order to like keep our eye on the prize?
Eyes on the prize.
And clean your shower.
And clean your shower if
Clean
there's
your-
mold.
Clean the top of your shower.
You guys,
Anyway,
mold is really bad for you.
mold is fucking everywhere, apparently, too.
I know. Like, I have mold. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, what is that? Shit
don't
is, like,
know.
dripping from my...
Literally from our, like, heating. We should, okay, we also really need, before we start using the AC,
Fuck.
to get those vents cleaned, because they look horrible. Anyway.
Yeah.
Do your spring cleaning. If you clean out your space, declutter, it'll make you feel better inside. And then also, metaphorically, let go of what you need to inside, and you will feel lighter going into this next season.
Yay.
Okay. Follow us at Take It Home Pod on Instagram and TikTok. And you can watch this on YouTube if you're not already. And, if you want to leave us a 5-star rating or give us a review or subscribe so we show up in your feed every Thursday, we come out with a new episode.
And you guys should listen to it always.
And we always take suggestions and are open to suggestions. If you want to hear us talk about anything specific, please send us a message. We would love to hear.
We would. Very much so.
That's all for today.
Love y'all.
Love ya and happy spring.
Happy spring.
Bye.
Oh, perfect timing. You're getting a phone call.
Yes. Okay. It's spam. Goodbye.
Goodbye.